Hello and welcome to the morning meeting. Thank you very much for joining today. My name's Jimmy and I'm in a room all by myself. Maddie isn't here. He prepped the sheet for me. We've got good stuff, but he's not here. So it's just me in this room yapping. All right. Transparency is key. I have the cricket match between Australia and India on my phone down here because I don't want to miss anything because it's an elimination game, and I've watched enough to be invested because I woke up at 4:30 this morning because I needed to get in early to get a ton of shit done, and the match started at 4, so I've been watching for 5 hours now, so I'm invested, okay? Hopefully it doesn't take my attention too much. I'll just peek down every now and then. Welcome to the morning meeting. We got questions from the YouTube comments from last episode. If you want to ask questions to be answered next episode, that's where you're going to do it. Type, ask, and then we'll pick them and we will answer them. We've got on the sheet today just a little preview, table of contents, Tampa trip, JJR, things you missed, warehouse challenges, ball and play filming, poop score bug, Rose, question about Rose, Substack, guts, all of that. Okay. So that is the topics. Also, I see people on this comment section all the time asking what this thing on the back of my laptop is. I feel like I've said what it is before, but I'll show you for those that have always asked that. It's just an iPhone holder like that. So now I could watch the game right there, right? When I'm on the train, I use it because I like to watch shows while I edit. And then sometimes if you're on the train and I put my phone down here, one, it gets in the way of the screen on Premiere, and I don't like that. Or the train goes bump, 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 and it slides off. So now you know, it goes up here. When I didn't have a case, it worked way better. The case made the phone kind of heavier, and now it falls down. So that is a question that wasn't asked, but I answered because it was asked a while ago. All right, here we go. Got it off. All right, here we go. We just got back from Tampa, so just, I guess, a basic update on life. Got back. We just did a very quick trip to Tampa. We flew down Friday morning, spent all day at the ballpark Friday, slept like babies. Joe's had a great sleep score, 95 Friday night. Woke up Saturday morning, got to the stadium at 8 a.m. and spent the day there until 3. Then went to a golf course and had the first ever Tasty, which is the Talkin' Yanks annual spring training invitational. Tasty for short, TYASTI. Presented to you by Waterbird, produced by Jomboy Media. So that was last weekend. Got back Sunday morning, hung out with the family, and then yesterday was a work day. Today is Tuesday, a full work day. Tuesday's my meeting day, so my calendar's usually very booked up. Wednesday is another normal day. That's JJTV recording days. Thursday, we're at the warehouse all day prepping for the next franchise shoot. And Thursday night, I am flying to Disney and spending Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Disney World with the family. Little vacation before the season starts, because once the season starts, we kind of buckle down and are in rhythm for a while. So back-to-back Florida weekends leaves me with a 3-day week. Yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, to get everything done. And that has been stressful. So I woke up at 4:30, got into the office at 5. I got a breakdown done already this morning. It's 9:08 as I record this. And I'm probably going to have to do that again tomorrow morning to get all my assignments done, because we're also got full days of recording. So I feel like I'm taking a breath for the first time. But yeah, so that's where I'm at mentally. Now you know. Okay. Topic number 1, Tampa trip. Recap each day. Highlights, behind the scenes, funny stuff. That's what Maddie has here on the sheet. It was very cool. We'll probably talk about it on Talkin' Yanks a little bit today. I like these trips. I just like being showing face, saying hi to the beat reporters or friends that are on the beat for the Yankees, saying hi to coaches or some of the staff or players, fans. So it's a quick trip, no event, no big thing. Just get our media passes and hang out at the field. You can get there 6 hours before if you're media, which is cool. And just see what we get. Like, just hang out and say hi to whoever says hi to us and look at whoever avoids us. So it was cool. Like, a lot of players that we've met before said hi. Cody Bellinger came, chatted with us for a while. He's awesome. Judge walked back down the tunnel. Didn't think he was going to say hi to us because we're like hanging out with the beat, and these guys want to avoid media pretty bad. So they kind of like don't even look over there for fear they'll get, hey, Judge, quick question, whatever. So Judge like finished his BP. It was his debut in spring. He's so huge. Said hi to like the family that got the VIP on the field, said hi to some special guests, and then went in the tunnel. We were like, damn, whatever. Thought we would get to say hi. And then Joe's kind of like looked down the tunnel at him, made eye contact, and Judge was like, oh shit, hey, and came out, said hi, said what's up, congratulated him on becoming a dad. He made a prediction on who he thought would win the golf match between Jake and Joe's. So that was good. So yeah, seeing Judge was cool. Talking to Booney was fun. He kind of pulled me aside. Wanted to talk about the Glaber thing a little bit. And then just chatted golf. He also made a prediction about the Joe's versus Jake golf match. You'll see that in the video. Said hi to Cashman. Luis Rojas, had a fun interaction with him. He's the third base coach. He was kind of skeptical, and then I got to talking because I really wanted to talk. Because I said, I said to him, when I go to games, I just watch you. I try to steal your signs. And he said, you don't have my signs. I was like, no, but I just watch you give signs, and I try to steal them because I'm a weird fan. Hoke, Boland, all nice. Eddie at the lobby desk, shout out. It was good. And the radio wasn't there. The radio team wasn't there. So John from, he's like I don't know what his technical term is, media relations, head of media relations, maybe something like that. He was like, yeah, no one's using that booth 5 because the radio's not here. So you guys can all be in there, which is nice. That was awesome because, you got to be quiet in the press area. You got to whisper, and that's not really fun because we have bias and fandom, and we want to talk to each other louder than a whisper. But that is the media's office. Like, they're writing articles, they're doing work, so you don't want to be in there yapping behind their ear. So having our own little setup was awesome. That was really sweet. And then there's probably other stuff I'm forgetting. It was fun, though. Waterbird sponsored it. They brought their mascot to the house. That was silly. And then last week we had the idea to do that golf challenge when Jake sat down. And like 2 hours later, Sam had booked a course. I had sent outfits. And we were like, let's do it. So we filmed that. I am editing it the first go, like the director's cut, because I feel bad dumping that on someone because it's a long shoot with 3 cameras, 3 mics. So I've been going through and making the first pass at it. Then I'm going to have to hand it off to someone to jazz it up and put like the scorebug on there and maybe some dramatic music at times or just some underbed music just to move it along, graphics, subtitles at times when the audio's low. But I'm trying to build the narrative pass. We played, I don't want to say how many holes we played because it's actually part of the video as like a surprise. So I've edited a little more than halfway, and I'm editing each hole at a time. It's a beast. It's so funny. There's some things I didn't see as they're going, and I in the edit yesterday was just cracking up. Actually, I did that all yesterday. First time I looked up and looked at the time, it was 3:30. I was like, holy shit, that's the fastest a day's ever flown on me. I was just editing this one video. It feels good, but also I was like, but I have 3 breakdowns I have to do, and I have all this other shit, but I'm enjoying this so much. So I think it's going to come out end of next week. There's going to be a vlog from the trip that comes out first, then the golf video. We'll go out on Talking Yanks. As part of what we're trying to do is build the brands of our flagship properties. So like, yes, Talking Yanks is a podcast, but it's more than that. We can do other stuff. Maybe down the road, some Yankees want to go do a dumb golf trip with me, Jake, and Joe's. Maybe it's, you get two Yankees good at golf, terrible at golf, and we film something like that. Spin Chillix does that for Barstool's Hockey Podcast. They have a whole golf series that does like the best views for them. It's a good avenue to just showcase personality and fun. So it's going to go out and talking Yanks. All right, next question. JJR plan once season starts, maybe. I've talked about this. I haven't talked about doing JJR with Jake yet. I mean, I asked him a while ago if we were into it, and then it seems like Maddie's talked about it. We just haven't talked about it yet, the structure or what it is, if we can do it or can't do it. Part of it is, because there's a question down here that I'll answer both at one time. A lot of people saying Guts dead. When is watching Guts returning? Is Guts dead? Guts is not dead. We were supposed to film a ton last week, but Joe's daughter got hurt, and he was staying home with her, so we couldn't. So we had to film other stuff. We're filming tomorrow a bunch of Guts stuff. But Jomboy Jake TV is 2 videos a week right now. And doing that and making them all Guts or planes or watch-ins is time consuming. So we're going to drop it to 1 watch and play in a week. So when we go back to Guts, it'll be 1 episode of Guts a week. And then if we want a second video on that channel, it would be the JJR that we do, because that's a much easier film and edit session than Guts. Guts, when we film those, it's a little bit of a day killer, because if we film 3 episodes, that probably takes 2 hours and maybe a little over 2 hours. With buffer time, it's probably 45 to 50 minutes an episode, with like the in-between, getting ready, going to the bathroom, pauses. And you just get in such a silly mood. And so it's hard to walk out of that room and then go back to like, now I'm going to edit. So it's really a day killer for me once we like start it. So what I am trying to figure out if we can do is once a month, we do like a full day where we film 6 episodes, and that then lasts 6 weeks, and then the next month. Because I'm really trying to rid my schedule of everything besides main channel. So breakdowns, things you missed, Weekly Dumb, Talking Yanks, and Warehouse Games. Warehouse Games is, being the main producer. So like coming up with the ideas and all of that and building out warehouse challenges, that counts as that. Those are the 3 things I want on my calendar during the season, because we're also trying to get more guests in and have more collaborations. And I need to be free when those things happen, which the last 2 years we would have players or guests or celebrities like pass through, and I was always on mic or busy. So that's the goal. So I don't know how much adding Jomboy Jake Radio helps that goal. Like even morning, this might get pushed a lot of times. It's going to be, either a quick thing, half hour, I just come here, babble, and then leave, or just like, hey, I can't do it this week, I'm backed up. So got to make the flagships bigger. I got to have enough time to do breakdowns, which take way longer now, because the longer they are, the better they do. And the more fun I get to have with them when they're longer. And then got to have time for guests, got to build formats for guests on the main channel, on Talking Yanks, on that. So, and like, this is a good thing. So I don't know. If I sound somber, that's just because I talked really fast at the beginning of the show, and now I'm kind of out of breath. But what I just described to you is where I'd love my schedule to be. I only have those 3 things. Obviously, I love watching Guts and JJTV, but I can't have it kill half a day or like 2/3 of a day every week. It's not feasible for me. So I want to try and get it to a place where we film 1 day a month and we just binge it. I texted that to the guys. So, but it's, there's a lot of schedules going on, so we'll see if that works. So Guts will come back, I guess, is the short answer to that. It'll be once a week. We're filming tomorrow. Guts will come back. Let's see. What else do we got? Things You Missed is doing well. Things You Missed is doing really well. It's got 140,000 average views last January. And this January, it's got 280,000 average views. Things You Missed. Shout out to Rob Scirocco and Dalton Feely and me. The three of us have been crushing it. And the thumbnails have been like doing really, really well. The topics are really fun. And then the clips, because it's really just a bunch of clips that then can go out on socials as their own. And like one from the last episode is doing crazy well on TikTok. So it's a piece of content that skins the cat multiple ways, which is what I'm like all about right now. It's designed to go big on socials. It's designed to go big as a full video on YouTube. It gets new audience that aren't clicking elsewhere, aren't clicking anyway because it's not baseball at times. So yeah, Things You Miss is in a sweet spot right now, which is really exciting. We dove into the analytics recently because I was looking at it like, damn, like we're doing really well. Like what's changed? What's good? What do I need to look at? And I did a whole deep dive into the Things You Missed analytics, the first 24-hour analytics to see, which episodes have taken off, which ones is the algorithm throwing to more, and trying to figure all that out, and came away with a really cool learning that Things You Missed does well in Q1. It does better outside of baseball season than during baseball season, which is that we can't get anything else to do that. Like even Warehouse is on the baseball season schedule of when the algorithm throws it and when it doesn't. So that's been really cool to have a show that performs better outside of baseball season than inside. And we'll see, maybe it keeps going and we get to a great spot inside baseball as well. A big part of impressions, early impressions, and this sounds obvious once you hear it, but there's always different metrics you're chasing, is, and I wish I had the numbers in front of me because they would help me form this sentence better. Categories, basically. The algorithm needs categories, SEO, search engine optimization, whatever. So like they need to be told where to send this, right? So a lot of my breakdowns are baseball and they send it to people that watch baseball. When that happens, we don't get a lot of new viewers because people know us in the baseball world and they've clicked on the main channel once or twice already. Even just once would do it. So the videos that have done really well have been where the main topic is not baseball, but it's something that has an audience. So the one we did was basketball. The word basketball was in the title, and that was the thumbnail, and that got pushed to 2 million people in the first 24 hours. YouTube sent it out to 2 million people. The next highest was 1.2 million, and that was wrestling, which makes sense because wrestling is not as big as basketball. So there's less people to push it to right away than there are basketball people. And you see the new viewers on those, the numbers are so good because not everyone that watches basketball content online has watched Jomboy Media main channel content. When baseball was in the thumbnail and the title for Things You Missed, the impressions were also 1.2 million. So it was the same as wrestling. But the new viewers were like 800 new viewers. Whereas the basketball Things You Missed that they sent out and the wrestling Things You Missed that they sent out to a ton of people, the new viewers was crazy high. I can actually find that. So the new viewers for the basketball one, 12,442 new viewers. For the wrestling one, new viewers was 11,495 viewers. So that's why Things You Missed is doing well, because it's getting sent to people that have never heard of the channel. And that's why it's doing well outside of baseball season, because it's not just baseball. Whereas I can find a Things You Missed that had baseball as the main and the main topic in the thumbnail, and it had 1,700 new viewers. So that's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. So that's cool. It's cool I like when like a show's taking off and instead of just accepting that at face value, be like, cool, we're crushing it. I just like being able to dig in and be like, well, why did YouTube send this video out more? Engagement rate, watch time matters a ton. Like those are huge factors, but then beyond that, like what else? Like, and that was a kind of good realization. So then one of the most recent ones we did, it's table tennis was the main thing. And we were like, well, that's not that popular of a sport, but I wonder if it's still going to be fine sending it out. The views on it are great. And the audience, how many new viewers? Let's see, probably 4,000. So still more than the baseball one that has twice as many views. Kind of interesting, huh? Like it's hard for us to find new viewers if the algorithm is going to send it out to baseball people. Let me see how many people send this one out. Impressions. Oh, wow, the table tennis one got sent to a ton of people. I want to do first 24 hours, see what the impressions are. Reach 1.3. So that's around the normal for things you missed. If it's performing well, they're going to send it to around 1.2, 1.3 million people on day one in the first 24 hours. But this one has continued to do well. So now they're sending it to more and more. The next day, they sent it to even more people. Cool. So anyway, that's my thoughts and what's been on my head for things you missed. Next topic, warehouse challenges updates. We're this March, April. We're still looking like an April, May premiere for this channel. We've had 3 videos filmed now, just trying to get them edited and see where we're at. We did a pitching machine challenge last week where we put the pitching machine on the loft and pitched like 90 mile per hour crazy risers from 70 feet and away and 20 feet high. Basically like if a giant was pitching to you, I guess. That was fun. And then a ton of other stuff. I don't want to do too many updates on that because I still haven't seen that footage. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if we're on track or off track to debut that channel. I think we're off track right now because we wanted to have 6 done before it goes, and we're a couple weeks or 3 weeks away from, so we'll figure that out. Ball and Play filming coming next. We are doing our dress rehearsal for Ball and Play, and Ball and Play just came out on Captain's League. For everyone that's a fan of the Warehouse games, we changed some rules in Captain's League to test it out to see if we want to do it. We are doing a lot of the changes for the franchise. And as an audience that watches it, some of you are going to hate the changes in the next couple games because certain teams understand what's happening. Other teams are still trying to figure out how do you work with this? How do you defend this? By the playoffs of Captain's League Ball and Play, I think it's the awesome game. Teams can have wildly different strategies. We're going to score runs in this manner, and another team can say, we're going to score runs in this manner. We're going to play defense like that. Like you can make choices, whereas all the previous iterations of Ball and Play, it was try to hit home runs, try to hit sixes. If you get out, that sucks. And on defense, put your butt on the black wall and play goalie. And I was like, that's not really what cricket or this game is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be more strategy and thinking and taking what they give you and forcing the batter to hit it this way and mind games. And by the end of Captain's League, that's kind of what it became. It's such a mental game, which is crazy. I'm excited about that. Poop scorebug, no longer. Okay, going to a YouTube question. Brain throws far said, since we're doing scorebook questions, what do you think about the Phillies changing their scorebook so it no longer says poop when they play the Pirates? Because it would be P00P at the start of the game. What did they change it to? Phillies new scorebug poop. Looking at it. Yeah, there's a picture of it. The old poop classic. I'm trying to see the new one. Oh, okay. They just Oh, I like that new one a lot better. They're very similar. I like the design and the look of the new one. I like that kind of flatness to it, but it has the drop shadow and then it has the stroke at the top. I think that looks pretty clean. So rest in peace, Poop, but I do like that new scorebug. I can link the tweet I'm looking at for Rob. New bug. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Next question comes from T. Dallas 4280. How did your relationship with Chris Rose begin? Have you considered bringing in other big sports media names? Chris Rose, we met him at an Easton event. Easton had this event where they had all these creators come out, baseball creators. We met Shelfie for the first time there. We met Coach Ballgame for the first time there. Fuzzy was there. Dallas, Braden, and Carabas were there. A bunch of people there. I'm probably forgetting. Did I say Fuzzy? Cougs? A bunch of people were there. And we all meet. Easton had us out to just like, it was like a content factory for baseball creators. Kind of cool. And Rose was the MC of it. So I think I had already been on Intentional Talk by that time, though. They had me on as a guest, which was cool. Oh, Australia just dropped one. They've dropped a couple. That would have been huge. Maxwell dropped it. Would have been an awesome catch, but man. And then MLB Network and Rose parted ways, and he reached out to us, or I think he reached out to us. His agent reached out saying, hey, he was interested. He's getting some offers, and we were like, yeah, we'd love to. And then it happened. That was crazy. And then someone said, I wonder if they re-up their Peter Moreland, Kelsey Wingert contracts. Kelsey just had her baby and was home with the baby. So she's not part of the Blitzball Battle 6 that's coming out first. But we're going to see Kelsey in a couple of weeks when she comes out in March. She'll be with us for the rest of the Warehouse franchise. Excited to have her back. Missed her dearly. Peter Moreland he was part of Blitzball Battle 6 in the booth and will be playing in Ball and Play again. So that's awesome. So they are a huge, huge part of the Warehouse Games family. Maxwell shaking his head thinking, what the hell? Come on. Oh, Zampa gets his man. Okay, let's see. Next question. Greg Bonnert, 2789. Excited for the new stuff on Substack. I have asked this before, so don't want to keep pestering, but especially with the new videos, would love an exclusive tab on Substack so I can easily find the subscriber-only videos. That's part of the update. So wow, Maxwell's fired up because he got the drop right earlier, so Zampa picks him up. It should only be exclusive moving forward. Like you should open it up and it's just the exclusive stuff and you don't have to weed through the others. That was part of the change. So that should be where you're at now. And just like that, I answered all the questions, crushed a sheet. Zampa got a wicket. India's still in a good spot here, though. 131 runs from 142 balls. But that wicket helps. If they can get Kohli here, man, if they can get a couple more wickets. Zampa's got 4 more in this over. If he can get another one, that would be kind of huge. Maybe I filibuster and I give you guys live commentary that won't be live. It'll be after it gets released. And you can't see the game on the next 4 balls of this over from Zampa, who is a spin bowler for Australia, plays in Major League Cricket. I mean, he came over to Major League Cricket and he was number 420 his first year on the Knight Riders. Yeah. Yep. For number 420 for the LA Knight Riders. Okay, here we go. First ball to Axar Patel. Zampa, normalest haircut he's ever had. Here we go. Ooh. 53 miles per hour, but you got the bounce. Wow, that's a replay. Spins it into his leg. Okay, here we go. Fourth ball of the over. Right on the pad. Just taps it away. 2 dot balls right away. Wonder the last ball of the over. If he was going to get him. Pumped up about getting him out. Let's see. Got a lefty in the crease. Oh, he floated that one up. 55 miles per hour, but a little more loft on it. Came right down straight. XR hit it right back to him. He fielded it. So 4 dots and a wicket, and he's got 1 ball left. Spikes that one into the ground. Different delivery. Hit. Wow. Was going to be a 4. We got a nice save by, is that Carey out there? Yep. So saved 2 runs, did Alex Carey. Great over for Zampa, but they need to keep going. Nobody out there probably understood what I was saying besides some people. Thank you for tuning in. Leave comments, and we will be back. Actually, I'm going to be gone next Monday. It's another 4-day week since I'm going to Disney with the kids, so I don't know if I'll be on next week. Maybe it's Courtney week. Maybe it's a montage of me doing every single opening from the last year, and the show never actually begins. It's just opening, then, best of openings, and it's me saying the same 5 sentences over and over and over. And it's the best of openings. Okay, I got to stop talking. Bye.